Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the show that cuts through the clutter, stacks up the sources, and, well, pulls out the insights that really matter for you.
That's right.
And today, we are diving deep into something super practical, how to actually truly get better at English vocabulary.
Yeah, because it's more than just knowing words, isn't it?
It really is. It's about
Yeah.
expressing your ideas clearly, confidently, and, creatively, too.
Exactly. And today, we're not just going to list things off. We've got 6 really powerful, practical, and actually kind of fun ways to grow that vocabulary.
Fun is good.
Fun is good. And crucially, we'll talk about what not to do. The goal here isn't just like brute force memorization.
Right.
It's about really understanding the words and being able to use them naturally.
So look, if you're maybe prepping for a meeting or trying to get up to speed in a new area, or maybe you're just curious about language, this deep dive's kind of your shortcut. We want you to feel well-informed in your English. We promise some aha moments, actionable stuff,
Definitely. No information overload, just the good stuff that sticks.
Let's dive in.
Let's do it.
Okay, so first things first. Strategy number 1, and this feels really fundamental. We need to ditch the random word lists.
Oh, completely. They're just not how our brains like to learn, are they?
So what's the alternative?
It's all about context, learning words in context, seeing them used naturally.
How does that work better?
Well, think about it. Instead of just say, abandon to leave, which is kind of dry,
Yeah.
imagine seeing it like this. The pilot had to abandon the mission because of bad weather. See? You get the meaning, but also the feel, the situation.
Right, you understand the nuance of it.
Precisely. Your brain makes richer connections. So, practically, read short stories, news articles, even watch shows with subtitles on.
Good tip. Those are great sources of context.
Absolutely. They're like little vocabulary gold mines.
Okay, that leads perfectly into tip number 2, which builds on this idea. It's about reading more, yes, but reading smartly.
Right. And smartly doesn't necessarily mean, tackling War and Peace on day 1.
Oh, definitely not. What does it mean then?
It means starting with stuff you actually enjoy. Maybe it's comic books, maybe cool blog posts, short stories, whatever grabs you.
Makes sense. Less of a chore that way.
Exactly. And here's the key smart part. When you hit a word you don't know, don't stop reading immediately.
Oh, interesting. What should you do instead?
Just maybe underline it or highlight it and then try to guess the meaning from the sentence, from the paragraph.
Using that context we just talked about.
You got it. Engage your brain first. Then later you can look it up. It makes your brain work a bit harder, which helps it stick.
So it's like active learning, not just passively receiving the definition.
That's the idea. Active engagement. It really makes a difference.
Okay, strategy 3. This one feels quite powerful. Make it personal.
Yes. Connect the new words to your own life, your experiences, your feelings.
Why does that help so much?
Because it creates a really strong mental image, tapping into your personal memories. Way better than just an abstract definition.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Take a word like generous. Instead of just the definition, think, my mother is generous. She always shares her food. See? It's personal. It's vivid.
Okay. I get that. Or maybe I felt generous after something that happened to me.
Exactly. Or even make up tiny stories using the new words. That personal anchor makes it much harder to forget.
Okay, I like that. Very practical. Now, number 4. This feels crucial. Use it or lose it.
Oh, absolutely vital. You have to use the new words daily, if possible.
It's like exercise, right? You can know how to do it, but...
But you don't get the benefit until you actually do it. Same with words. Your brain needs to practice actually producing them.
So how do we do that without sounding, weird or forced?
Start small. Just aim for 1 or 2 new words a day. Slip them into a chat, write them in a journal, even just say them out loud to yourself.
Like narrating your day. The weather looks a bit gloomy today.
Exactly like that. Or telling someone, I really admire your dedication. It helps solidify it. Don't worry about perfection.
Confidence over perfection.
Absolutely. Just using them builds that pathway in your brain. It gets easier.
Got it. Okay, number 5 is timely. Using technology.
Yeah, we've all got these amazing tools in our pockets, right? Let's use them.
So what kind of tech helps with vocabulary?
Well, there are great apps out there. Things like WordUp, Quizlet. Lots of them use smart techniques like spaced repetition.
Showing you the word again just before you forget it.
Exactly. It's really effective for memory. Or even simpler things like follow Instagram pages that do a word of the day.
Easy way to get a daily dose.
Totally. And don't forget listening. Listening to English, maybe deep dives like this one.
Cheeky plug.
Well, it works. You hear words used naturally in conversation, turns your commute or lunch break into learning time.
Very efficient.
Yeah.
Okay, strategy number 6, and you said this one is highly recommended. Keep a vocabulary journal.
Yes. It sounds simple, maybe a bit old school, but it's incredibly effective. It's like your personal language lab.
What should go in it? Just the word and the meaning.
You start there, but definitely add an example sentence. Your own sentence, if possible. That really helps.
Back to personal again.
Exactly. And maybe add a synonym or an antonym. You could even draw a little picture or use an emoji next to it. Make it fun. Visuals help.
Okay, sounds good. Is writing it down enough?
Writing it down is the first step.
Yeah.
The real magic is reviewing it regularly. Maybe glance at it daily and do a proper review every weekend.
So consistent exposure is key.
That's what locks it in long term.
All right, those are 6 really solid strategies. But now you mentioned pitfalls, things to avoid.
Yes, the don'ts. This is just as important, maybe more so sometimes.
Okay, hit us with the first big don't.
Don't try to learn like 50 new words every single day. It's just too much.
Information overload.
Totally. Your brain can't retain that much effectively. You'll just forget most of them. Focus on quality, maybe 3 to 5 a week, not insane quantity.
Quality over quantity. Makes sense. What's number 2?
Don't only go for the super fancy, complex words you read once in a novel.
Why not? Is it a big vocabulary good?
It is, but prioritize words you'll actually use. Focus on useful, high-frequency words first. Words that pop up in daily life, in articles, in conversations.
Practicality first.
Right. What's the point knowing a word if you never get a chance to say it?
Good point. And the third don't.
Don't get discouraged when you forget a word. It happens to everyone. Forgetting is actually part of learning.
Really? How so?
It tells your brain, okay, this connection isn't strong enough yet. I need to revisit it. So when you see it again, just relearn it. No big deal.
Be kind to yourself during the process.
Absolutely. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Okay, so let's quickly wrap this up. We've covered a lot. The 6 big strategies.
Learn in context.
Read smartly. Engage actively.
Make it personal.
Use it daily. That use it or lose it.
Leverage technology.
And keep that journal, reviewing it regularly.
Nailed it. And if I could add just one final meta tip,
Please do.
it's patience. Seriously, building vocabulary takes time. It's a daily habit, not something you just finish.
That's a great reminder. It's about consistency. And like we said, your vocabulary doesn't need to be enormous.
Exactly. It needs to be active. Use what you know. That's how you really become more fluent and comfortable.
The more you use it, the better you get.
And think about it this way. Every single word you truly learn and can use. It's a new tool, a tool for expressing yourself better, for understanding more deeply.
That's the real power, isn't it? Better self-expression.
That's it. That's the goal.
So for everyone listening, maybe the takeaway is just start small.
Definitely.
Learn maybe 3 words this week, or 5. Find ways to use them, then repeat next week.
And try to enjoy it. Language is fascinating.
It really is. Enjoy the process, stay curious,